Greetings and welcome once again to Travel News Weekly by Turnpikes.com for May 18th, 2026. We will preview the coming Memorial Day weekend, but first let's take a look at gas prices, which remain at about the same price as last week, at least in terms of the national average. As of early Monday morning, a gallon of regular unleaded remained just under the $4.52 level. Now, that is nearly the same place as last week, according to the American Automobile Association. However, uncertainty about prices lingers going into the Memorial Day holiday, with a so-called ceasefire continually tested by drone and missile attacks on both sides of the Strait of Hormuz. As for the trucking fraternity, the national average price of diesel also remained largely unchanged on a week-over-week basis, although it did dip just a little as the price continues to hover around the $5.63 per gallon mark as of Monday morning. The elevated gas prices could be hampering holiday travel growth this year. As Memorial Day looms this weekend, the AAA has released its travel forecast for the holiday period, and the numbers are scarcely much different than 2025 levels, marking a significant departure in the travel growth trend of the previous few years. However, a record number of travelers are still expected on the road over the holiday, with the AAA estimating about 39.1 million people will be traveling by car, leading to a significant surge in traffic volumes on the roadways. The most popular domestic travel destination this year is expected to be Orlando, Florida. Seattle, New York, Las Vegas, and Miami round out the top five. The best times to travel are going to be before Thursday this week, which is, of course, hardly practical for most of us, so expect any time before 11 a.m. this Friday and Saturday to be the ideal times to get away for the weekend, if you have to wait until the weekend itself. Coming home, the AAA, along with their data partners at INRIX, are forecasting Monday before 10 a.m. or after 5 p.m. as the best times to hit the road. During the day, it is going to be a tricky drive. And that is your holiday forecasts. We'll be back with more right after the closures. In case you missed it, getting a contract for the Key Bridge rebuild will be a topic of conversation at a special virtual forum this week, Tuesday, in fact. The Maryland Transportation Authority announced that forum late last week. It is set for 2 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday and requires participants register in advance at keybridgerebuild.com. The MDTA announced earlier this month it was reopening the bid process for the next phases of the rebuild, saying its Phase 1 contractor, Kiewit Infrastructure, would not be getting the Phase 2 contract due to a disagreement over the cost of their proposal. It is unknown whether other forum events will be held. Finally, this week, there is opposition in Pennsylvania's legislature to a Turnpike Commission plan to use text messaging to try collecting some overdue toll invoices. The Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission had previously announced it would launch a pilot program later this year to experiment with just such a collection method, despite more than 2 years of toll smishing scams targeting drivers in the U.S. Those repeated smishing scams have impelled agencies nationwide, including the PA Turnpike Commission, to issue warnings telling people to ignore the texts, as agencies generally do not collect past due tolls in that manner. Well, now Pennsylvania State Representative Mary Louise Isaacson has said she will introduce legislation to block the PA Turnpike Commission from going forward with the toll collection by texting plan, saying such a plan would leave consumers more vulnerable than ever to scams. We will keep you posted of developments in Pennsylvania as they happen. That will wrap things up for this week. We are going to be off for the Memorial Day holiday next week, but we will return with our regular weekly travel updates a week later, which will be June 1st. Please drive safely for the holiday weekend and avoid distracted driving. We wish you a safe Memorial Day from all of us here at Turnpikes.com, the Turnpike Authority.